What's up, guys? Alex here, and today I was driving down the street and I got to thinking in my brain juices got to flowing and whatnot, and I was like, well, wonder what would happen if I was a superhero. I'm not really going to tell you guys what happened to make me think that, but I was just like, what would happen if I was a superhero? And then, brain juices and blah, 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 and then I was like, I would totally have freaking telekinesis, man. And most people are like, wow, no, that's stupid. Why don't you have flying powers or running super fast or Superman and laser vision and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, because I have a very positive agenda for my telekinesis. Like, how Professor X had telekinesis, and I want that. But not just to sit in a wheelchair and do whatever Professor X does. I would, okay, here we go. Breaking it down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what I do is I find a high-level representative, like a local senator or mayor, right? And I use that guy, and I'm like taking over his mind, and I use his mind to make him his like right-hand guy, like his what do you call those things? Those guys that go next to the mayor? Yeah. Anyway, so we do that, and then we go somewhere, and we meet more people, and I go to the next highest guy, and I make myself his right-hand guy through telekinesis, right? And I'm like controlling his brain, and he's like, yo, be my person, because I made him do that, right? And then I go to, and then, just working my way up the ladder, until I'm freaking vice president or some crap, alright? Something like that, and then I'm with the president of the United States, and I'm at this, like, G270 summit, because I telekinesised him into bringing all the world leaders together. And then I'm like, yo, wow, 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 wow. And he's like, well, Alex Crawford's gonna talk, and I'm like, yes, okay, here I come. I'm coming up to the stage. And I start, and I'm like, whoa, 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 and then everybody else is telekinesis by me, and there I'm like brain powering everybody, and they're like, so I control everybody, right? And I make them all stop spending money on wars, I make them stop spending money on fake chemicals to put in food, make them stop spending money on government bailouts for big business corporations, and I make them stop making nuclear weapons and blah blah blah. If you can think of it, that's good. I probably made them stop doing it. If they're doing it, that's bad. Or if they're doing it, that's good. Probably made them advance that a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just use my telekinesis to take over all the world leaders and make them do good stuff like feed hungry children and end poverty in each of their countries and bring them together under one flag and one currency. That is what I would do if I had a superpower. I wouldn't be flying around like Superman making the world go backwards because this chick I'm in love with freaking fell off a building again. No. I would be using telekinesis to take over the world and make world leaders do stuff right. For once. Does that sound like a good plan? I think it does. If you have a better way of doing it, besides sitting in a wheelchair, then yeah, definitely let me know. But that's what I would do. Use telekinesis to take over the world and do things right. For once in the history of the planet Earth and political leaders, politicians, blah 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 blah. So yeah, if you think that's pretty cool, let me know. If you think I should do it a different way, let me know. But I'm Alex. That's all the time I have for today. You guys have an amazing day, week, and evening, whatever it may be, and I'll see you guys next time.
If I were a superhero, who would I be and what would I do? I'm still not exactly sure, but I've decided to stick with my first instinct. So listen to the story that developed into beauty. Now I will admit my first idea for the superhero was a little bit silly, with of course having a couple basic superpowers that I selfishly would desire. The first of all being flying. Yes, whenever I have a lucid dream, I go directly towards the sky, and right before I hit space, I stop. Because if I go into space, I'm going to get a panic attack. And I don't want a panic attack because that makes me nervous and it makes me panic. Now, the rest of my superpowers you might find a little bit odd, but to me, they're life-saving. I love cheese, right? There's a lot of people in the world who are lactose intolerant. They can't eat cheese without having struggles with their stomach. They can't enjoy lasagna and pizza, mac and cheese, and just slices of cheese by itself, like the way the rest of us can. So I came up with lactose intolerant man. And basically what he can do is he flies around the world, right? Because I wanted to fly. And I would shoot cheese balls out of my eyes, but these cheese balls were special. They directly would hit people who are lactose intolerant. And it wouldn't hurt them. It would just explode into their face, into their mouths, and they would forever be cured of their lactose intolerance. The problem I had with lactose intolerance, man, is that I struggled with how I would present the story to the world. How could I make everyone understand his struggle and why it means something to me? Now, normally, when I'm stuck on words, I just go to song. For example, Frank Brie, named after Brie cheese, he would have his life changed forever. One day he was walking down the street, going to the wine and cheese shop. Billy the orphan told him, "Have you seen the map to a sub-realm of Narnia? This is where the cheese mountain lived, and I know it was Frank's destiny. Took the map from Billy the orphan, and this is where Frank's destiny would begin. He went to the sub-realm of Narnia. He entered through the closet of his house, as provided by Billy the orphan, the map of life. When he entered into the realm, he was met by soy producers and supporters. They said, "You can never make it to the mountain of cheese, 'cause we will protect those who can eat it. We are for soy." But Frank said, "Fuck that, I'm gonna take you out if you stand for soy products." He took him down with a sword of cheese and fought millions of orc supporters of soybeans. He finally made it through the soybean supporters, made it to the top of that cheese mountain. And when he got to the top, he just had to sing the final quest song. Nom 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 cheese. Nom 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 cheese. Nom 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 cheese. This was the song that would change Frank's destiny. Nom 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 cheese. Nom 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 cheese. Nom 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 cheese. Frank became lactose intolerant man.